Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Hope you're having a wonderful day no matter where you are in the world. Hope you're staying strong. Hope you're taking care of yourself. May God bless each and every one of you. Life is a precious, precious thing. You never know when life could change. Something could happen. So always, always be on guard. Always say thank you, I love you, and be an awesome person. Put the lemon in the water. God bless each and every one of you. Let's stay hydrated like we do every single day. And may God bless us on our journey. May you have a wonderful morning. May you have a wonderful day. Good greetings from Greece. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Crypto Bear Baker, Lifer Adam. And we're going to talk about Bitcoin like we do every single day. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Look at all the beautiful 7-7s and everybody here on the live. What a beautiful family it is. First thing we're going to look at is BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP, link in the description below. Had an amazing sale. I hope you got down on that BOOKMAP sale. The time was of the essence. I can remember many a time I waited for Black Friday. I missed it, and then I had to pay full price for things that I should not have. So just things to think about. But they'll have another sale for Christmas. A lot of these other places, they got to get rid of what they didn't sell for, Black Friday. It's so funny, right? There's always another sale, like for TVs and stuff. But take a look at this, but not these. Like Black Friday sales for this type of stuff, like you got to jump on it immediately. But take a look at this. And shout out to everyone that jumped into my Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. It was an absolute success. God bless each and every one of you that did that. It's over now. I can get rid of the banner. But we had an amazing time. It's back to CryptoLifer.com when the prices are back up to where they were. Bang, bang, bang. So look, looking at BOOKMAP, it does suggest that we have a little more liquidity to suck us back into this $38,500 level. But we got liquidity all around. There's whales trying to throw the price around. They want what they want. It looks like we could go either way here today for BOOKMAP. It's going to come down to the technical analysis. But there's some more. There's red orders below. There's red orders above. I mean, to me, I honestly haven't seen it like this in a long time. So there's some indecision here on this beautiful Tuesday. And shout out to everyone here on the East Coast. We're still got some better weather than we normally do. It's a beautiful sunny day here in the high 40s, and you can't beat that. I talked about getting into FLUX. I told my team FLUX is going to pump up to the 200 SMA on the daily. Once it gets above the 200 SMA on the 3-day, once it gets above the 200 SMA on the daily, it'll continue. Watch this thing that I'll teach you. This is amazing. Number one, it's the cup and the handle. There you get your handle. All right. Number two, you're going to get that hidden bullish divergence where price swings up, but the RSI swings down. Number three, you're going to get the stochastics RSI low. And if you can learn the strategy that I'm teaching you, you can literally print money without your emotions. And then the 786 Fibonacci retracement. I talked about this. I said, once this gets above there, I'm going to buy immediately. I bought in and just waited. And this thing pumped all the way to 60, made 50% gains. And this is how you do it. All right. Nice and easy. Now, once it gets above the 200 SMA, you go back in time and you wait for it to pump to the 200 SMA on the 2-day chart. This is the same thing I taught you guys yesterday when I talked about Bitcoin was dumping. And I was showing you the levels Bitcoin was going to dump to. And I was showing you once we lose the 200 SMA on the 1 hour, we're going to dump down to the 200 SMA on the 2 hour. Okay? And so on and so forth, right? If you go to the 3 hour, we bounce right off the 200 SMA, right? Look, yesterday, we bounced off the 200 SMA on the 3 hour. We came back. We made another low last night, continued to bounce to the upside. Bitcoin strong at 37,400. Is it about to rip is the question. People are getting excited. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Sorry, getting a little excited here. And again, I'm in an extended stay here. I was supposed to be back in the home studio on Monday. However, my mother did pass away. And because of that, we're going to have her funeral. We got things to take care of. And I got to stay local where my mom lived. My sisters are still here from New York. And even my kids are out of school. It's like a weird day to me. It's like all time has stopped. And really the only thing that matters is my family and what's happening. And each and every one of you too. I want to let you know that my mom considered each and every one of you family because she knew how much I cared about my trading group. She knew how much I cared about my profession when I did. She was behind me 110%. And her love that she gave me is the love I give each and every one of you. And I just got to always talk about that, God bless my mom, Irene Price, one of the nicest, most sweetest people you'll ever meet in your entire life. We nicknamed her Daisy, all right? That was her nickname, honestly. She nicknamed herself. But Bitcoin in a beautiful flag here on the 15-minute time frame, and we're flagging it out. And to me, it's looking ready for a bigger move to the upside. I see what's happening for Bitcoin. We got the 200 crossing, the 21 crossing the 200 SMA, and things are looking nice. So I'm building out this flag. I've been talking about it since we head out here, and I put this sideways. And so far, this is a really good sign that we're going to go sideways here on this flag for a possible bigger move to the upside. I do see 38,500 as the area to take some profits on, all right? And we're going to get into the bigger picture and the smaller picture, but this is what I'm seeing right now for Bitcoin, all right? I'm looking at CASPA 2 on the 1 hour, 4 hour time frame. It's going more sideways in a nice little flag here as well. As long as it stays inside this flag, there's a potential for a bigger pump to the upside. It had the low, it had the high, had a higher low right there. We'll see how it goes and consolidates. But right now, Casper is just doing its thing. CASPA is doing its thing, hanging out. If you're in my trading group, we can celebrate booming for JOYSTREAM. JOYSTREAM really holding gains. People really starting to understand what's happening with JOYSTREAM. This thing really wants to get busy. You can see it starting to form. We put it out here. It pumped up nicely to the upside. Anyone that jumped on into this trade made gains. So making gains even when I'm going through some of the toughest times of my life. Imagine what I'll do for you when I'm not going through some of the toughest times of my life. You know what I mean? But look at this. I mean, gains for JOYSTREAM, and then we can really extend this. And this thing is starting to get busy. And I see a bigger move coming for JOYSTREAM. Look at this. The 4 hours just getting ready for a bigger move. This whole market's looking exciting. You have to remember the dollar is starting to fall. We're going to take a look at the DXY. We're going to give you the bigger picture of what's happening in the market. Other people would just talk about altcoins, but we're going to say, why are altcoins going up? Everything in the world is correlated to another asset in the world. Think about it. What happens to this asset? You know, because they exist in our physical realm. If they exist in our physical realm, anything that we desire will have basically an influence. Meaning, if we desire the US dollar, but then something happens or changes, we don't desire the US dollar as much, then something's going to happen to coins that are based in the US dollar, which are altcoins. This is just the road of life. This is what's happening. This is something that I want to point out. And so with that being said, everyone's like, well, what's happening to altcoins? Well, what's happening to the US dollar? If the dollar continues to fall and we start to see movement to the downside for the dollar, then for sure there's going to be this idea that we're going to see, the altcoins going up because they're priced in the US dollar. You know what I mean? This is just something that I want you to understand kind of fully. Anyway, go to CryptoLifer.com, check it out. We appreciate you. Check out CryptoLifer.com, all right? And I can't believe it's over. I got so excited for the sale. I was so, and then my mom dies, and it was so weird for me because it was like, I can't explain it. I still don't realize that my mom has passed. Like, she was just alive. Like, she was the biggest part of my life. I can't even begin to cry right now because I can't even go there. You know what I mean? Love and life are two words that cannot be separated. God bless you, man. Thank you. And shout out to everybody here, man. Yes, she did pass on yesterday. Yeah. I can't believe it, man. Bought mask for spot swing 2 weeks ago, but it's been such a boring PA. I should swap it for something else. Yeah, mask has been super boring. You're looking for catalysts. You're looking for movement. I'm not seeing that those catalysts and those movements for mask. It also is connected to BNB, and people are just, have to remember there's a BNB kind of, I believe BNB will continue to do well, but there's just that aura right now the populace isn't feeling. So you have to remember, man, sentiment has a lot to do with movement. You have to really, really study sentiment. And what sentiment is what people feel and think at the present moment in time. Understanding how people feel and think, For instance, when Bitcoin's going to rip to 150,000, everyone's going to feel and think it's time to buy. But we're going to want to sell on them, and we're going to have to understand the sentiment at the time. Just like we got out of Pepe at the right time, we got to get out of the right coins at the right time. I mean, I'm never going to sell my Bitcoin, but that's when I'm going to sell the other coins. That's when the rally is going to really start to be at its peak. When everyone wants to get in, when everyone's talking about cryptocurrency, when you feel like you're the coolest because you're in, that's when you should probably, again, not a financial advisor, but that's when I personally would start to think about getting out. All right. It's about 12 to 18 months at the end of every halving. It just happens the way that's just how it happens. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. If you want the 3 hottest links in the game, they're going to be pinned here at the top of the comment section. These are going to be the 3 links that are going to get you where you need to be. All right. MEXC, the trading group, and join my newsletter. My newsletter is the hottest thing ever. And shout out to everyone that did join the newsletter and were able to receive that absolute amazing discount that you can't get anywhere else. We greatly appreciate you. All right. And the newsletter is moving. Make sure you opt in so you can get all the awesome stuff. Might even do a Santa stuffer. You know what I mean? A stocking stuffer for Santa, but get you going. So look at JOYSTREAM. I like what I'm seeing for JOYSTREAM. And if you're in my trading group, but you're at work right now, you can't seem to jump into the stream, we make sure to post things like this that we're going over into the trading group. Vice versa, you don't get everything in the trading group on the stream, but you get some things from the stream back into the trading group. We recycle that, get you moving, get you going. All right. If you're in my trading group, every single Monday we post the hottest coins that are coming out of Token Metrics. That's $1,000 a year, and I have a $3,000 lifetime access to an NFT there. You can't get that anywhere else. That's something you get also through the trading group. We're going to be going over it every single Thursday night in my weekly private screen share. All right. And I can't wait to see each and every one of you there next week. I did have to cancel this week's because my mom died on Thursday. You know what I mean? And everyone's like, well, when did she die? She died. Here's exactly what happened. She had an aneurysm in front of me or some type of like head right in front of me. She's like, my head hurts. Oh my gosh, what's going on? She's like, oh, my left side feels funny. Next thing you know, we had to rush her to the hospital. And she had never been to the hospital before. Like, she had been to the ER a few times for headaches, but that was it. I'd never seen my mom in the hospital in my life. It's the weirdest thing about both my parents. I'd never seen them in the hospital in my life. Gone like that. You know what I mean? So weird. You know, most people, their parents go in and out of the hospital for a while. Oh, then they've been sick. A couple years go by. They know their parents. You know what I mean? It's like, not me. Just boom. Just sayonara. You know? And next thing you know, and it took 5 days. No breathing. We didn't want any breathing attachments. She never wanted that. She sat there peacefully, and her body breathed and breathed for about 4 days, all the way until Monday at like 10 in the morning, 10:05. She took her last breath. And sorry to be morbid. I can't make the stream about, you know, because some people can't handle it, right? And I don't want them tuning off because they can't handle the, you know. But it is what it is, you know. And to stare at my mother's dead body, honestly, heartbreaking. Like someone that was so vibrant, so full of life, so amazing. And to see her lifeless and just sitting there. But you know what? I kept saying that's not her. She's a spirit now inside of me, inside the world, inside of all of us. And yeah. And honestly, I don't think she had to go. I think if we had the right doctor, I think what he just said, you know, make sure everyone in your loved ones get checked regularly, and a doctor always get a second opinion. I believe, you know, and we were getting her a second opinion. She went to this anyway, she went to this place, and it was just crazy, man. Anyway, it's alive. I lost my mother to drugs and had to watch her take her last breath. I can't imagine what you and your family are going through, man. Thank you. May God bless you and your family, surround you with peace. Amen. All about timing, man. Can't have the right timing all the time. Strongest in the game. Yep. They got to check out, let them go. This is therapy in life we get when people love. Yeah. Anyway, may God bless each and every one of you. And honestly, I've hit a level where I am in life. Well, God bless you all. Thank you so much for the 666 watchers, 215 likes. Let's get the watchers up to the likes. The likes up to the watchers, I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to give you hot gems no matter what. And we're going to keep pushing. So, JOYSTREAM looking hot to me. And we've been in this thing getting ready for a possible bigger price discovery. So I'm watching JOYSTREAM 4 hour looking nice inside the ascending triangle, higher lows, getting ready for a big move, possibly 52%. JOYSTREAM banging on them. And I want to talk about Wild. Wild is a coin that I've been accumulating for a long time now. My bag started to grow this morning. So these two coins booming to the upside. Wilder World as well, getting a massive pump to 40. And all the way from those lows down here when it was about 12, 18, did a beautiful double up out the cup and handle. I'll teach you how to play the cup and handle. I'll teach you how to understand these things, how to go over the 22-hour, the daily, and all that fun stuff. But Wilder World continuing to just do damage right now, pumping to 40 and holding some massive gains. Does it continue to the upside? I mean, it is getting a little overbought on some big time frames. But, you know, the 3-day chart, 2-day chart suggests it can continue. It just got above the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart. That's loveliness, beginning for a probably bigger move. It's consolidating. And look, it has a huge move up. This thing can easily get back up to 110 faster than you realize. So I'd be watching for bigger flags. I'll be watching it too. But this thing has momentum, and I can see it continuing to the upside. Let's take a look at ZEPH. ZEPH was getting big. Shout out to my man. After hours investing, he was all over ZEPH. Thing about ZEPH is it had a nice pump. I drew the fib and said, let's look for it to come back down to that, golden pocket 786 Fibonacci. And right now you're getting into that zone, right? You're heading into the area that I talked about. Remember, someone asked me about it. I went over and I said, yeah, this thing's got to pull back, and let's pull off the fib right now. It can get messy there. How you pull the fib is from the top to the bottom. From the top of this impulse here, that was my main impulse. See, we came down, we had another impulse. I'm going to take the fib from there, and then to the next wick. I go wick to wick. We came down. We're kind of in that 786 golden. We're starting to round on out. excuse me, you're starting to round out here. And so when we look at this, you're looking for the rounded bottom here on this level, right? Shout out to the 700 beautiful souls in the live. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes unto the Father except through him. Yep. Run it, $50. File, Ape, Quant, and GRT. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so yeah, but ZEPH, I mean, I see ZEPH making a comeback not too long from now, but it does have to, possibly make a long. I want to see it break out and retest if I was swing trading. If I liked it long term, I'd be gobbling it up. But those are, I'd have to make that decision for myself beforehand. All right. Remember Radium, which was falling, what we wanted to see there for SRM and for Solana. And, it's interesting. It's just been consolidating somewhat more sideways here. It does look like more of a descending triangle, but to be honest, it's consolidating nicely. For a while, the thing should have dumped. I see Radium getting a pretty big move coming somehow, some way. Something happening here for Radium. Solana getting back on that horse. And what I would do is I put this line here for resistance. Here we go. And I like what I'm happy, and I'm just kind of going a little alt happy right now for you. You guys are lucky whenever I just, take my, whenever I just get active and I start looking at things, my brain will take over and just start pumping ideas. I would look at these ideas. I would heed what I'm saying. Tight moving averages, you get above this high volume node, you're going to the volume area highs. You're looking for that gain of 59 from 38. And, definitely looking good in the 8 hour. And again, it could go more sideways for a little while. It may get more boring, but I see this consolidating, getting ready for a possible bigger move. Definitely something I would put an alert on and watch it on the low. Shout out to the 713 beautiful souls on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. My name is Crypto Lifer, Samuel James Price. I've been trading for 15 years, all different types of markets, from the Toronto Stock Exchange to the New York Stock Exchange to Bitcoin to altcoins, you name it. We provide gains and information every single day to help you through your day. I talk about the DXY, ES1. Heck, I even talked about my entry into Mara, which I made on Webull in front of everybody, Mara Digital Holdings, right? And we're getting in there at that $9, $60 level and booming. We're booming to the upside now at $11.67. And we even hit the target at $12.11. You can see we clearly hit the target. We wicked almost right to it. You can see this. The high of the candle was $12.05. I called $12.11 way back here in front of you. I made the call. Banging, banging, banging. That's a beautiful gain from $9.67 to $12.11 in the stock market, mind you. All right. And I can teach you how to trade anything in the game, from Mara to stock markets. Who here saw me make the Mara call in front of everyone and say, this is time to get into Mara on the lows? And I'm also trading the weekly on Mara. It looks like a really good buy on the lower, on the bigger time frames too as well. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. Get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right? Shout out to everyone here. And I'm going to go through deep dives and coins that you guys are talking about too. We also find new coins in the stream every single day. We talk about things. Here's a coin I want to talk about. I'm going to be nice enough to give you two. And so every time you come here, you're going to learn about DeFi. You're going to learn about coins. You're going to learn about ecosystems. You're going to have access to ideas. All right. I'm going to break down history of the dollar too. All right. So wow, is Celestia really back at 617? See that thing just bouncing really back strong. We're going to talk about TIA because that thing was down and it's pumping hard. The last 7 days, we still have TIA up 17%. In the last hour, what's hot right now? SEI is still hot. Blur is still hot. NFT is kind of picking up the steam. Look, 64%, 45%, 15%. Even Axie Infinity, Render, Stacks getting up there a little bit. Kava, Mina. So, I mean, it's getting to the point where there's almost always a coin doing damage. If you have a big enough portfolio, you're going to wake up in some gains. Liquidity is flowing back into cryptocurrency. It really is, man. And the more, the merrier. Fear and Greed Index sitting at 69. We'd like it a little lower than that, but, it did come back down. It did come back down, so. And everyone, why do we trade on MEXC? Well, because we like making $6,000 a day or $5,000 a day every day, you know what I mean? But look at it, here's the deal. MEXC has the lowest maker and taker fees in the game, right? If you go to MEXC and just want to buy a coin on the low, 0 spot maker and taker fees. You can market into a coin on spot and never pay a dime. Future maker fee, and then the future taker fee is tiny at 0.2%. People can get in and out of trades better around the world using MEXC. Link in the comment section of my videos. Link in the comment section. You can check it out whenever you want right here. All right. Shout out to the $20 super chat. I got signed up for the trading course and I plan to get signed up for the leverage mastery. Thank you for the alpha you bring every day. Proud member of the 99. God bless you, Sam. Shout out to Redman for the $20 super chat, man. God bless you for sending in a super chat. She raised you well, Sam. You're helping so many people change their lives. What more could you want for your children? Good job, and keep it going. Amen, man. God bless you. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm in a good place spiritually and emotionally. I just, my mom really completed me, and I spent so much time with her, and, I really had segmented my life. My life was for my work, my kids and my wife, and then my mom and my sisters. Like, I didn't have, I saw a lot of people like, hey, let's hang out, let's do this. And I'm like, I don't have this open space for people because I have like all these people that I love. And honestly, my mom did so much for me. I wanted to do so much for her. I said to my sister this morning, like, I never got to I wanted to give so much more back to her. I wanted to begin to take care of her woes and really be there for her. But she was someone, she didn't want anyone to be there for her. She was so independent. Her youth was, she was like, I know she was 74 but I'm telling you, she was a young 74. She didn't look that old. She had blonde hair. She didn't have gray hair. She could move. She was doing painting. She had friends. She walked around. You could depend on her. She was doing things, Hello. Thanks, Sam. Irene should be so proud of you. He's a giver. Amen. God bless D-Dubs, man. Shout out to everyone here. Are you a maker or a taker, man? And you got to make something out of this world before you leave, Press the likes, everybody. Jump on in. We got 287 people on the like button, 719 people watching the stream. Bang, bang, bang. You are the greatness that you teach. Amen. All the men out there, be sure to look after your mom and go spend as much time as you can with her. Moms are the rocks. Amen, man. If you had a mom like mine, my dad was only 76 too, man. So anyway, moving forward, but God bless each and every one of you. So MEXC, place to be, and that's why I like to trade on MEXC for that reason. I don't want to give all my money back, And look, we trade the stock market, tight moving averages, pumping up to when the 4-hour gets above the 200 SMA, this thing's going to rip even more. And once we get above this resistance, we are going to fly. Mara's in a giant cup and handle. We talked about it. It looks nice to me. My bigger target is up there at about 27. So still, we're going to 3x those gains. And when we got into $9, $9.47 area, $9.60, bang, bang, bang. All right. Head and shoulders pattern on the chart. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. So we're taking a look at this 15-minute price action. And yeah, there's a chance that this turns into this. Like, I'm seeing something. This could be a shoulder. This could be a head. And we could have a right shoulder here. We're being very preemptive about that. But just something to think about. Trading is a game of chess. The more you understand what the other person could do, and the more open-minded you are about not knowing what they're going to do, but just being ready for it, the better off you're going to be able to play. Trading's all about setting the setup. You should look over the setup, and then when you execute, the execution should be somewhat simple and it really should be done for you. It should be automatic. Once you're finally getting into the trade, there should be less anxiety about the trade. All the feelings, all the flow should happen way before the trade. You should be really getting into the zone of the trade, thinking about the risk, setting up the trade before the trade even happens. If you have to, and again, fine, sometimes it's a scalp, but still, can you fast forward those ideas and get them done in your head as soon as humanly possible is the question, So Bitcoin broke out of this beautiful symmetrical. You can see that. Made a double bottom here with a higher low. Made another double bottom here with a higher low. And then this made the same pattern with both of these patterns on either end, which is very interesting, right? You can also see that there's a bigger kind of shoulder, kind of head and right shoulder play that really does want to break us further up to this red line. We had a gap in the VRVP. So we want to see us, and this is the resistance. We really need to get back above 37,450 to remain bullish. That's going to be the key for today. We want to see this red cross through the yellow, right? We want to see the golden cross on the 15, tight moving averages. We want to see the 21 come on up, and then they get the move out of here on the 15-minute time frame. We're looking for that short squeeze at a possibly 11:30. If we can get it, we're looking for that Tuesday short squeeze orange juice. Can we get it is the question. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're going for. All right. Plan and set up your plays every time, man. Shows consistency. We got to break down the channel from the right side shoulder. Might not be all out as left side. You never know, man. We don't have to do anything. We just have to look at price action and take it one step at a time. That's the only thing. That's what we're going to do. We don't have to do anything. Have to, need to, those are just words I don't use. You know what I mean? I do what I plan on doing. I don't do what I have to do. If it's something that I have to do, it's because I want to be doing it because it's good for my family. Like, oh, I have to make my kids breakfast today. I don't have to make them breakfast. I want to make them breakfast. You know what I mean? I have to take care of my wife because she's pregnant. I don't have to. I want to. You know what I mean? You know, I have to find out, you know, we have to get our, you know, my mom's stuff in order. Like, it's like, I mean, we got to do it as a family. There's nothing else you know, it is what it is, right? Okay, plan and set up your place. Amen. Yeah, that was really strange. Thank you, Jamie. That was very strange. We're going to break down that channel and form the right side. Anyway, so just kind of, I wanted to prove how Flux was going to make you money no matter what. You just had to be patient and let it happen. Most people don't do that. And, you know, the more you understand these concepts, the better. All right? 15-minute playing games now. It doesn't want to hang out on the flag. Now, you know, and once it does this, you have to understand you're making more of a falling wedge than a flag, right? And that is making a head now of that possible head and shoulder pattern. Book of the week, Day of Deceit, The Truth About FDR and Pearl Harbor by Robert Stinnett. Dude, I remember, you know, we knew about it and we got enticed to all that. I remember that. Yeah, love you. Praying for your family. Thanks for everything. God bless you. God is love with the 777s and everybody that's given on the live stream. I really, really appreciate it. You people are absolutely amazing. May God bless you all for being here. 768 people on the live, 319 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. We hit 1,000 people before the stream, before my mom passed. So crazy, right? It's like I was full steam ahead, man, you know, because all you want to see it. Yeah, XNA, you know, did take a pullback this morning down to that 4 level, right? But to me, long-term hold for XNA, right? Let's take a look at Neura AI. Came back down to 55. Let's take a look here. So beautiful pump on the 2-day chart, getting extremely overbought on some big time frames. We have to see that, you know. And now look, even the 22-hour wants to come likely back down to that golden pocket. It looks like it wicked down already, though, which is crazy, right? If you take from impulse to here to up, it definitely wicked down to the golden pocket. I'd say the bigger idea is this, and the golden pocket's a little lower down to that 3A level. It got bought back up right out that 4.7 no, and I believe a smaller time frame is going to be what we need to really focus in on it. So look, the 4-hour is starting to break out and looking like it's going to get some crazy move here. So I wouldn't be surprised. You know, the more a coin moves, the more the smaller time frames really give you the most insight. You know, at first it's, I use the bigger time frames, not when the sentiment for something gets out of control and things start to rip. You're looking for that hidden bullish, which you got the swing down. You get this swinging up. You're looking for a possible big move here, all right? You take this to here, and golden pocket retracement, and I could see this going all the way to 9. So I'd watch this closely. That's definitely a breakout. And then I'd be looking for some type of flag on the smaller time frame, like, you know, like this. See this 7-minute? I'd be watching something like this, building this idea and seeing if this breaks out. If this continues, gets above that 200 SMA, you're going to have some big rippage to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for XNA. And honestly, it could really get back to 9 before we know it. Up or back above 9 and break through this all-time high. So I'd be watching the 4-hour for this thing and these 7-minute flags for possibly smaller entries. Again, bang. But that's crazy. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder kind of broke to the downside, recovered with the bullish divergence. And now you can see we're definitely breaking out of a bigger falling wedge here and attempting to get a bigger move to the upside. We all belong to God, and to God we will return. Amen. 1 penny is programmed. I mean, that would be crazy if it gets to a penny no matter what. And then it's going to be so close to a penny, it would be ridiculous. And that would be a closed book over 10x, about an 11x, 12x for us in about a month. Shout out to everyone that jumped on in. NEXA always kind of gets around my bell here when I talk about XNA. NEXA seems to be the NEXA one coming on up. We'll take a look what happened in NEXA, though. So remember, I put NEXA in that Twisted Sister watching it, and it took the falling wedge. You don't know how it's going to go. You just kind of set it, remember, a couple days ago. But now you're better off. Like, you're set. You know, someone starts to make this, they don't really know what's happening. We were watching this. We were watching this super close. Then I can bring this on in, and I'm going to look at the Fibonacci retracement, and I can see we're coming down to the 0.5 Fibonacci level, too. All right? And shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you all. Hope you're feeling wonderful. Hope you're pushing through and, you know, getting into that next week. It's hard right after that work week. Everyone takes off that Thanksgiving. You start getting ready. You start thinking about Christmas, you know. Hopefully you had a really good time with your family. Who here had just a really good time? You know, I remember a lot of years where I took off for Thanksgiving and I got back to work and it was like I didn't know it at the time, but once I got back to work, I was like, man, that was like the best 4 days ever. I'd be back in New York City. And Massachusetts is a really earthy, warm state. You know what I mean? There's some issues with the taxation and all that, but the state itself, the feeling around the state, it's an old school feeling vibe state, very similar, and it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. And look at that move right there for Bitcoin. 5-minute, 15-minute chart really coming out the flag. I see a move coming out this flag, and there's our short squeeze at about, 10:43. Bang, bang, bang. Let's get that squeeze going. And take a look here on BOOKMAP as Bitcoin rips up to 35,570, getting a massive pump to the upside for Bitcoin. And I was more bullish than bearish. I really liked what I was seeing here on that 15-minute move. That's definitely a beautiful short squeeze right there for Bitcoin. And these are liquidation levels that are starting to come in. Like that's a liquidation right there. For some reason I'm not getting it. I'm not getting my add-ons for some reason at the moment. But bang, look at that. Beautiful. We definitely saw accounts just get liquidated right there on BOOKMAP. Massive move up to 37,510, hitting some liquidity zones. Can we get further up to this bigger zone? At 37.8 is our next real area to hit. It's weird. I'm thinking about my mom aneurysm, and these look like blood vessels to me, like getting popped open. And I'm just thinking about my mom's brain. Like, it's just like crazy. Sorry, I had to, but just how it feels for me, It's just weird, The heat map order book. Hold on, I have this running all morning. I'm just going to take it down and bring it back up again. Nice spike pump for Bitcoin. We got above a key level of supportive resistance. That was resistance right there, and 37.5 can hold. But whenever I see a spike like that, I'm also weary. You know what I mean? Because it's just a quick spike. It doesn't, you know what I mean? I did. I told my whole family I love them. It was awesome, man. Amen. Amen. We had tradition to pick out a Christmas tree the day of Thanksgiving together and decorate it. That sounds so nice, man. I'm sorry for your loss. I had a few close losses in the last few years, and plainly, all my life been losing people close to me. So my condolences to you and your family. Stay strong. I was lucky for so long, since I was a kid. Some of my close friends died, but when I was really young, 2 close friends. But after that, I didn't really suffer many losses. I was, everyone's been really healthy and amazing around me. I was finding, wow, my whole life, everything's together. My dad's good, my mom's good. Like I had everything. And it's weird. It's like things just fell apart in the last few years. It's just so strange how like everything was together and complete, and everything just kind of disappeared. I find it really, really odd and strange. Yeah. So it's where I stand, so awkward. But it is what it is, I'll get over it. I'll be back to my merry good self somehow, some way, right? Just like I was before. And it is what it is. These couple of days, I'm going to take the time to really, I'm still in shock. I still don't really want to believe the fact that my mom is gone. To me, it just doesn't make sense, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, so BOOKMAP, even 40K isn't that far from us telling us, hey, we could get to 40K. Hey, every pump is better every time we stay above these moving averages, and now the 15-minute really wants more. The move, you got the 50 coming to the daily, man. We were talking about that, the 200 SMA. It's a golden cross there. A little high on the 1 hour, but as long as you stay above this 200 SMA, so all we want to do is have the daily candle close, and then we want to check our 1 hour time frame. And today, as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, everything's going to be dandy. Everything's going to be dandy. Everything is going to be dandy. So I know I have some smaller time frame lines there. We can take those. Those are from yesterday. Get rid of that stuff for now. So what do I see happening today? What's my kind of prediction, my Bitcoin idea? Well, I see us continuing. The 4 hour looks good to me. I kept saying I could see this 4 hour breaking out. I was just here. We just fell down a little bit. But I could see that this 4 hour flag was likely attempting to break out to the upside. It looked good to me. There was some bullishness behind that. And when we look at the 4 hour still has momentum, right? It's not over yet, right? It's pushing up beautifully in the stochastics. Nothing stopping it. Looking like it really wants to continue, at least to the top of this channel. And then what I even see, which would be kind of cool and interesting, is like, see this shoulder? We get this deep head and just a little shoulder, and then we could rip on out of here to the upside too as well. Any type of consolidation in here is going to be beautiful. That's the tightness that we're looking for. Tight, 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 tight. And so we're looking for Bitcoin to kind of, and if it breaks out and retest, this is going to be another really good place too to open up a long. I still like the long here with the stop loss outside of the channel. You know, that bigger long that I opened up still really technically never would have got stopped out. It's still kind of in the zone. All right. However, the patience on that would have taken forever, and the up and down movement would have been insane. You know, even a lot of times, you know, when I set those things up, it's better off I don't even look at them, and I keep them on almost like two different accounts, like one scalping account and one long-term account, right? Yeah, so I see Bitcoin continuing to the upside today and headed to the top of this channel. It would be awesome if it breaks out. Likely it'll hit this area, come back down, and then channel through this smaller section of the ascending triangle. But so far, so good for Bitcoin. And some even say it's still in the Livermore cylinder. You see the bullish cylinder, and it can start to get its way back to the top of the channel here to the upside as well. So all is well as long as Bitcoin doesn't break the lows. You know, it made a low a high. That's a higher high. Made a higher low. That's a beautiful uptrend for BTC. So we're still in a beautiful trend telling us things are going well. It's really all about the 15-minute, watching these flags and watching how it makes it through the day here. I want to make sure that the 1 hour stays above the 200 SMA. If that happens, I'm a very bullish man. If not, then we're back in kind of the ups and downs of price action, and we're going to be trying to, we'll be, reassessing. But as long as we stay above this 200 SMA, we're going to be in a really, really good sign. We're going to have, and again, some short squeeze action coming again for Bitcoin as we head, and we have liquidity above us that could really pump us further to the upside as well. So we have the liquidity to get there. It's not like we don't see the orders above us on BOOKMAP all the way up to 40,000, 42K even. All right. And remember, I'm bullish as long as we stay above that 5-day, 200 SMA. That was like the hone in moment for me. As long as this 200 SMA holds us here, which we were getting close to it. But now look, 1, 2, 3, another 15 days went by and we never messed with this. I mean, that's a very, very good sign. Very good sign that even if we consolidate nicely, we will stay above a key area of support and continue further to the upside. Getting less likely that this is going to be a bear trap, but you never know. I'm open-minded to anything and everything, and that's why we do what we do. Bitcoin getting the massive pump now. I love it. Really getting the move. The 1 hour, the 4 hour, both looking great. The 15-minute doing that little flip. And there's more coming for this flag. Wow, look at that. 5, yep. And I would just draw this flag out. And see, that's why I stick with the 15-minute time frame, because, they dipped it first. They dipped it pretty nicely, but they kept the flag intact. And that's got a measured move all the way up to about 37,688, right? And then you got the golden cross coming. I mean, I'm all about these moving averages and how they interact. And this is great. This is good. This is a good sign for me. And I'm all about opening up a long stop loss below the 200 SMA and letting it rip. Just like here, that one was a massive ripper. That one was a rip too. I mean, and here we are again, getting massive green candles outside of a 200 SMA. Holding above a key level of support or resistance. And so so far, all is well that ends well on the day. Now, this could reverse. Everything could change. And that's why I'm not setting my hopes for anything huge. I just want to see us get above the 200 SMA here. All right. And talk about it. We had a full moon last night for Bitcoin. And what happened? Bitcoin pumped. Pump on the full moon. Isn't that amazing? My mom passed away the day of the full moon. My dad, we had his wake on Cinco de Mayo, the day of the full moon. Both of them always talked about the full moon, always mentioned the full moon. They both always looked at it. Whenever there was a full moon, they'd always say something about it. They really did. My parents were so spiritual. When I think about my parents, they were like these spirit guides. They came to me. They taught me as much as they could. They taught me so much about light, love, how to be a good person, never take advantage of others. They told me my name was the most important thing in the world. Never jeopardize your name for anything. And put your best foot forward, And may God bless my mom and dad, man. Great people. Great people. And I'm just, I don't even have to say anything. I'm just going to become exactly who my mom, who represents my mom. Like every situation when I see the moment to be like my mom, I'd be like, my mom would do this. My mom would shine bright right here. And I'm going to use every situation to prove the person that my mom helped me become, More patience, more kindness, more love, more insight, more conscious behavior, and just be there for others, I tell you, the one thing my mom had written, and she must have been writing it the night before, it was service to others is the rent you pay for your room in this life. It's pretty crazy, right? So, and again, just because we do see a little, what's the bearishness? We see a little bit of bearish divergence here. Bitcoin is struggling to get above the next key level of resistance. But so far, we did get our bounce from yesterday that we talked about on the live. Unbelievable. And I'm the guy that can usually I can show you how to find the reversal on the 1 minute so you can understand how price action works. So you're not just stuck, lost in the sauce. What's cool too, look, shoulder, head, and right shoulder was completely negated. And that was a head and shoulder. I'm sure a bunch of people shorted. So there was also some good stop losses there and action. It's not all lovely. We're going to have to make sure that we stay above these levels, all right, for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the DXY and see what it's doing and what's happening to the DXY. Shout out to anyone that jumped in tomorrow, though, doing damage today. 1192, 1191. Bang. The TA playing out exactly like it should on the stock market. And that's all the TA we learned trading Bitcoin and altcoins, And, before I used to play the New York Stock Exchange a lot with the DXY, with not even the DXY, with JDust and JNUG and JDust. I would trade gold ETFs all day long. How I started trading was gold ETFs, all right? So look, we looked at this like a bear flag that was likely going to continue further to the downside. So far, that's exactly what happened. We are continuing to collapse further down. You could say this was maybe the smaller flag at play. And then, I guess this was the flag here, and then we lost it, and we have a bigger move to the downside. The dollar, even today, getting a pretty nasty dumpage on that 1 hour time frame. Right now, the dollar in free fall, really just collapsing. And this is helping altcoins. This is going to make your favorite altcoin worth more in USD. This is going to make Tether worth more. I'm noticing Tether going to gain an edge on the dollar because Tether can move faster. So eventually Tether will probably be worth like a penny and a tenth of a penny. I wouldn't be surprised if Tether starts going up in value, based on its operability, because it's the dollar time, but it has more power than the dollar because you can move it and use it all over the place, right? So this is just, free fall price action. And we told you when we lost this daily 200 SMA, look for price action to get lower. And so this is what I teach you. And this is why I teach the moving averages the way I do. Once you lost this daily 200 SMA, you look for more downside. Now you go to the 2-day. You're likely to come to the 2-day 200 SMA now. That's even less further down now. You're further away. It's the opposite. The 3-day should have it. There it is. So you're looking for the 3-day to come down here. Then you're looking for the 4-day, right? So this is my next target, is the 4-day 200 SMA. The dollar's likely, just like it dumped down here, it's likely going to continue to dump to the downside. I just don't see what's going to hold it up right now. It has a key support level that it's coming to right here. If I bring it down on the 4-day chart, right there at about 101.31. No, sorry, 102.22. But that would be the next area that I would be looking at for a move further to the downside. And then, let me recreate what I'm seeing here for the DXY. But now it's just falling down in a bigger channel. And again, it's sad. I don't like to see the dollar completely collapse and dump, but at the same time, like if you just keep borrowing, from the Federal Reserve and you just keep putting yourself into debt and then you have to print more and more of the same dollar, you're going to make the dollar less desirable. No one wants something that everybody knows and can get. That's human. That's just it. Scarcity is created from people's desire, right? And look, so there's the descending triangle right there that we're looking at. So you want to just see like what's next, and then you can kind of take this. And so it's saying, hey, we're going further to the downside. Nice drop there could help Bitcoin get propped up today too. So even if Bitcoin doesn't get too much of a move, the dollar starts to drop, we're just going to get that move up in value for Bitcoin. Then we can also get the push for Bitcoin to the upside. I'm looking for this golden cross, front running it to the upside. I like what I'm seeing. We do this on the daily and the bigger charts. Same thing's going to happen here. Tells me that a bigger move is coming for Bitcoin further to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. All right, so I'm bullish on Bitcoin on the day. I do see a bigger move. We do have to get back above key levels, but I do see Bitcoin at least getting back up to 37.8, likely flipping it. But that's what the TA is conveying to me. The 4 hour still has momentum. We're getting above key levels, and I'm getting a front run of a golden cross on the 15-minute. Things are looking pretty good. We even have liquidity further to the upside for Bitcoin. So again, I could be wrong. I'm not 100%. If I was 100%, I would get every single trade right every single time, and that just doesn't happen. All right, it just doesn't happen. Okay. But so far, so good. Bitcoin getting the pump as we speak at 37.525. And I was bullish when I entered the stream. I'm bullish when I leave the stream. This thing's still looking good to me. I like what's going on here for BTC. All right. Okay. When is the right time to trade BTC pairs? Whenever you feel the need. All right. Whenever you look at if you can see that there's a good setup and it makes sense to you, then that's a good setup, you know. God bless you and your family, Sam. Can we look at KOIN? Thank you, brother. Shout out to Waleed Siam. Thank you so much. And shout out to Cryptomaniac, everyone that did fan funding today. Watch and study. Shout out to D-Dubs. Shout out to J-Wall 2011. God bless you and your family. Thoughts on PNDC, newer deck. Never heard of it. The Truth About FDR Pro. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the book. Hello. Thank you, Sam. Irene should be so proud of her son. He's a giver. Amen. Redman, Rave Song Records, and all the beautiful souls that gave on the live. Unbelievable. $81 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely a blessing. 893 people on the live. 400 likes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And we're back in action here. Still in a travel setting. As you can see, I'm in my main travel setting, but we're doing it like we do every single day here for Bitcoin. All right. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Did you miss me yesterday when I had to leave early? Sad, right? And you know I would only leave early if someone died, which really was, that's exactly what happened. God bless my mom. I just don't get it. I don't get why she had to die, like why she had to go. Pocket Network I saw inside this flag, boomed up 60%, still holding gains about 38, 39. I love that Pocket Network. Right when it hit the alert, that was the perfect place to get in, and then the thing blasted after that to the upside. Pocket Network. I'll teach you how to set alerts. I'll teach you how to find the coins that matter. I'll teach you how to be in the right trade at the right time. Like Polytrade. Before I put it out down here, no one knew about it. Thing is booming all the way up about 488% since I first put it out down here, October 21st. Polytrade, banging on them. 5Xing in a month and a half. Imagine your portfolio if it 5X'd in a month and a half. It would change your life. All right, there's a few other coins I want to talk about right now. Vulcan Forge, which had a nice pump but came back down to a key area of support or resistance. Let's take a look at Vulcan Forge. All right. I got alerts on it. I've been watching it. It got the TV hype. You would expect maybe some lower hype now. Give us some better prices. Because like the project didn't do that much. It just got kind of more well-known. That could become, you know, well-known value or value from the sentiment, but it's not value from the project, right? You know what I mean? Like if they had a mainnet or something came out and you get value from that idea. Now, I look, shoulder, head, and shoulder there too. I'm not loving that. I'd like to see this just kind of hold, maintain. I wouldn't trade this just yet. I am going to start watching it. I'd look for some type of better consolidation over time. You know, maybe something like this that starts to form. But I do see it, you know, maintaining that strength above 554, which is interesting to me. Let's look at TIA Celestia, which took a dip but then came back up for the strong move. That means there's a lot of people sweating this coin. Let's take a look at what happened to Celestia. All right, this was a hot coin on the Atom Cosmos developmental side of the network, right? People like this coin. Seemed to be kind of the biggest thing that came out of Cosmos in a while. Got bought. We got in. Remember, I got in super early in the live at 229 here in front of everyone. It would blast all the way to 7. We would basically 3x our money, a little under 3x. Then it got the beautiful pullback, came back up, and now, I mean, what is it in now? I'm trying to even decipher what kind of pattern this is. You know, almost like a descending triangle that ripped back up. Or I can say, hey, it was in this falling wedge. It broke out, broke back inside. That makes most sense to me. It kind of looks the nicest and the most legit. And I just act like this never happened. Then I can set my support or resistance lines just to take a look at where we're at. And I see resistance here, and then resistance all the way up at about 1058. So, again, it's likely coming for the double top at 733. Once it does that, we're going to have to see. You could easily double top, start to come on down. There's a breakup and retest. The retest would be the key area. So if you get a push above it, you don't chase. You wait for that retest. That would be a nice little flag back to the upside. The retest would take place somewhere at 729, 724, but it does have a $10.58 target for TIA. So TIA is definitely something I would be watching, paying attention to, and on my radar. All right? Yeah. How's the I can't believe I've had the music off the whole time. I've had music bumping in my ear the whole time. But to each and every one of you, you've had no music. I'm so sorry. Hey, 878 people on the live, on our way to 1,000 people. Can we get back up to 1,000 where we were, maybe? On our way, baby, on our way. Sab the man. If he can't do it, no one can, baby. Most consistent dude on YouTube. I'll be here for you guys every single day. My mom was there for me every single day of my life. I had the most amazing people in my life. I got blessed. I was a blessed person. I know I was. And so even in my tragedy, I know I had such blessings. A lot of people didn't have what I had. A lot of people will never experience the true, beautiful love that I had. And I could tell, because when I went around the world, I'd be like, man, I don't think these people were loved the same way I was loved, because I could tell you wouldn't treat someone the way I see other people treat people if you had as much love in your life as I did. You just wouldn't. You know what I mean? And so I knew that I was blessed because of that. I knew I was blessed because of that. I knew it. Shout out to my beautiful sponsors, ITrust Capital. I really like ITrust Capital. And I'm telling you, in the holidays, good time to get your kind of things set in order, you know what I mean? Get things ready for the year. So buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver with your IRA. They have sushi, Solana, Dogecoin, even you're in finance. You gotta love it. And look, Bitcoin. You can even get gold and silver in the same Roth IRA. MakerDAO that we just talked about, even Gala and Chili's. I mean, they got some of the hottest coins in the game. And you can buy and sell cryptocurrency tax-free inside of your IRA. I mean, nowhere else. Nowhere else. Buy, sell crypto, gold, and silver with your IRA 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. ITrust Capital, baby. And right there, you can see in the far corner of the screen there, we have an ITrust Capital banner with the QR code. I can't wait to you guys to experience the customer service and the company. ITrust Capital is absolutely amazing. And then we have BingX up at the top too. Shout out to BingX, because there you can trade the S&P and Forex and cryptocurrencies in the same place. You can't do that almost anywhere else. It's a really amazing experience. And then, of course, the biggest sponsor of all, CryptoLifer.com. Me, the sponsor of my own movement. God bless everybody. Join CryptoLifer.com. We can't wait to see you guys in the trading group and really seeing all the awesome stuff that we have to offer, right? On the 77, TIA on the 77 right now, it's 641.77. Interesting. But I see this thing moving. There's some movement coming here for TIA. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw it at 1044, 4 or 5 days from now. SPEL was hot. I just saw SPEL out of the corner of my radar. STARL, right? This thing was hot for a while too. Came down. Starlink, hanging out right now, just chilling. Interesting. Starlink looks like it may be getting some type of bigger move. Only time will tell. Starlink. We got Oasis Zen, SNX, OXT. I want to look at Star Atlas. This is something I haven't looked at in a long time. A lot of people think Star Atlas can do a possibly 5060X. Let me see what it was. We're also going to look at the S&P futures. We're going to take a look at the total market cap for cryptocurrency and break down just kind of a lot of other insight inside of the market. Star Atlas. I don't know why I'm getting a different Star Atlas, which is Atlas. I thought I had a different ticker. $85 million market cap, almost half through its circulating supply. Got a Ethereum address and also a BNB address, as well as a Solana and a Terra Classic. I mean, you got to hand it to it. Whenever I see more than 4 addresses on chain, that's a good, I like that. I mean, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for multi-chain, things that matter. And look at Star Atlas, Kraken, Radium, Gate.io, right? Still really not on the biggest exchanges. Still kind of hard to get, all right? Still a gem. It's a massive multiplayer online game that takes place in a virtual gaming metaverse. It's being built in Unreal Engine 5, allowing the game to feature cinema-quality, real-time environments. It takes place in a futuristic scientific setting, right, in 2620, where there are 3 major factions have emerged and are competing for resources and control. Mud, Humankind, Oni, Consortium of Alien Resources, and Ooster, Sentient Androids. The game combines different genres, and it's a part strategy in that you have to develop tactical plans of action. Anyway, but really cool, man. I believe it's going to be here for a while. I got a great team. Atlas is definitely what you want to... Yeah, Atlas. I was like, Atlas. But Atlas, I'm so weird sometimes. But yeah, Star Atlas has been pumping really since, the last few days, really been getting up there. It's on my radar. So let's take a look at Atlas. And remember, only on Kraken. You can't find it on a lot of places. Oh, they have it. Oh, they have it on MEXC. So wow, just in the last few hours since last night, this thing has been pumping to the upside. Went all the way from 3.5 to 5. Wow, this thing's just been on a tear. So I'm late to the party on Star Atlas. I'd wait for it to possibly pull back now on the 4-hour time frame. It's a little overbought. Either one would be great, sideways or, and reconnect with that 21-day moving average. Definitely something that I believe from where it was at 3 could 50x. I mean, it could get there. It could get there. Look at the market cap sitting at 85. I could see it at this thing going to $1 billion. So I could see it definitely 20x, 25x or more. Star Atlas is definitely something you want to pay attention to on the radar. Star Atlas, all right? Definitely a coin you want to kind of keep around, all right? Is the music too loud? My bad. I apologize if it was too loud. Shout out to everybody here. Was the music too loud? Let me know. Let me know. Shout out to the 892 beautiful souls in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Cup in hand on XRP daily. Yes, I've talked about that for days. Yeah. Sounds great. Turn it up a little louder. Ooh, wow. I like it. You guys like to pump it up. Here it comes a little louder then. Billy to the upside. Yep. Forget ETH. We got ZEPH. I like this guy. He's funny, man. Doesn't feel diluted market cap. Look a little too big. Yep, it does. Can we get no eat, no pay, please, sir? You never know. Maybe towards the end we can. Right? Maybe towards the end. Wow, we went over a lot of coins already. Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. Right? And how is it only 11:10? I feel like we've been on the show for hours just banging on them. Gone over so many different ideas and so many coins. So I'm looking at the total market cap making this beautiful kind of ascending triangle. Could almost move it back into an ascending triangle now like this. Yeah. Like Bitcoin's in. I mean, these are bullish signs for me that we're just getting ready and coiling up for a bigger move. And that would pump us all the way up to this next level here at 1.61 trillion. Isn't that amazing how you set your levels, you set support and resistance, you find your measured move and they match up exactly? It happens all the time. All the time. All the time. Back to Bitcoin real quick just for you guys. 37,580 doing damage, nailing it. So far, being long on Bitcoin was the idea, and I was never short this morning. I woke up looking at some bullishness for BTC. Super excited. Thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you, and thank you for putting some balls in the jar, man. Here they come. Look at that. Boom. Oh, my God. That was explosive movement. Up. Some balls fell on the floor. You lost the yellow one. Unbelievable. And look at the DXY just wants to continue to the downside. That's going to help our cause for Bitcoin. You want to be juxtaposing macro assets. You want to be able to flip the script on yourself, be able to see things before other people. That's what I'm going to teach you every single day here on the channel. I'm going to put you onto another level of technical analysis that you've just never been a part of. And I do it effortlessly through my subconscious mind. I'll show you how to do it the same. And look, we're about to hit the target of the flag, which I had at 693. It looks like we went to a high of 673. Unbelievable for Bitcoin. Starting to push over. That golden cross coming on the 15-minute. Things starting to play out here for BTC. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. Shout out to everybody here. Let's take a look. I'm not missing a super chat, TA, or deep dive from each and every one of you. All right. Swing by real quick before my meeting to smash the like and send Sam and fam. God bless you. Thank you so much. Year of the Dragon 2024. Alluvium looking spicy. Little time mining, man. You have fast hands. I couldn't type that fast. Yo, Lifer, here's some more love from Jesus Coin community. Sharing, peace. God bless, man. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. Keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. Keep the love coming. I greatly appreciate that. God bless you and your family. Sorry for your loss. We looked at XNA. I just want to make sure we're not leaving anyone hanging here with a super chat. Can we look at KOIN? All right. Wasn't that Koinos, though? Or no? Yeah, Koinos, man. Koinos has been hot. Out of control hot. And look, a lot of these coins have made these flags in the 4-hour time frame. Like we've seen them. And then they've broken out like they want to continue to rip. I'm telling you, I would, I don't like to jump into green candles like that. But usually when I see a rippage like that, I'll go to the 7-minute and look for a flag. And if the 7 minutes flagging, I'll trade that 7-minute flag because it's likely you're going to get continuation movement here. So I'd watch this closely. I like what I'm seeing for Koinos. Someone in our trading group that eventually left the group that was in there for a long time, he really liked it. You know what I mean? He really liked it. Kaz, the money printer. Yeah, we took a look at Casper earlier. I'll take a look at it again. Caspa. But yeah, I'd watch Koinos right now for a pump out of the 7-minute. Based on the bigger time frames, it looks like it's going to continue to the upside. For sure. JOYSTREAM, really the coin of the week, man. Holding us down, really. I think it's, people really starting to find out what it was. Nobody knew about it. We knew about it when no one knew about it. We were getting in so early. See, 100xing is hard. You have to be super patient to 100x. You have to get into something. You have to really do your research. Then you have to get in before anyone really pays attention. Then you have to hold. Then you have to be up and down multiple times. Up 10x, 20x, down 10x, up 50x, down 40x, 30x, 50, 60x. And then eventually you hit the golden pocket. You hit the golden zone. And you 100x. But honestly, I've done it and it's not easy. It's one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life, 100x. Here's Jimmy's coin, the XX Network. Shout out to Jimmy. He's all about the XX, and good thing I just waited and waited. Thing is at a super low area. If it can't get back above the 200 SMA, expect more downside for this puppy. It's got the slant at Adam and Eve, but I'm not there yet with this coin. Yeah. I'm just not there yet completely. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I want to be there with it, but I'm just not there. Just not happening. Shout out to the 935 beautiful souls in the live, 466 likes. Are you kidding me? Lifer, can you please look at Adam? We'll take a look at Caspa and Adam. Caspa. And my reputation precedes me, man. God bless you all here for being here. So we looked at Caspa on the daily time frame, and you can see it's resetting nicely on the daily. Getting ready for a possible bigger move. It's consolidating. And so we're just watching the consolidation and the buy pressure up on these wicks. So I like this. I can see Casper going to 21, just taking it easy here. We just need some sideways price action. Even the 22-hour looks good to me. Even the 4-hour looks interesting. All time frames looking good. We're just kind of hanging out. Now, it could be making a downtrend. There's a low, there's a high, there's a lower low. If it breaks 11.4, then we're coming down to this 200 SMA. But if it can continue to go sideways, and if we wait like another 20 hours and you inch up, eventually we want to see the 200 and all the tight moving averages. We're going to get a massive move further up for Casper. And honestly, because people love this coin right now, people are just buying the dips of this. And it's creating a frenzy. So I see dip buying and more consolidation. And again, who knows? Anything is possible. So I set an alert here. You don't have to stare at it and wait. And if this goes sideways through the alert for the next 16 hours, then there's a high likelihood you're going to 21. If it starts to break down and lose these key levels, then you're looking to buy on the lows, And you could always draw a Fibonacci and wait for the golden pocket, but you may not get it when the sentiment is this high. And you could say we got as close here, and that was our buyback, which is at 11.5. So only time will tell. A lot of eyes on this, a lot of people that got late on this and really, really believe it's the one. It really was one of the first coins to really hype up the market right now. Like it was really getting everyone crazy. So not many coins have really gotten people as excited as Caspa has. And because not many people have made it, because they're friends, we've all made a bunch of money. Everyone's heard me, oh man, I've 10X, I've done all this. Did you guys make money? And people are like, man. And so they start looking at it. It creates the FOMO. So I just see Casper looking nice right now. I want to watch this consolidation. Yes, it could be a shoulder ahead and a bigger right shoulder. Yes, we could get resistance and start to dump to the downside. I'm not guaranteeing huge pumps here. I'm not guaranteeing huge dumps. I'm saying I'm waiting for this to consolidate. If it does and we hit our target of my alert system and this goes sideways and we pull more up into the 200 SMA, my goodness, we are going to be setting up. And it is a bit of a double bottom here, right there with a higher low. I like what I'm seeing so far, right? It is more bullish than bearish in my humble opinion because it should have been sold off with the huge pump that it had. The fact that it's holding off and consolidating this level tells you there's a lot of people that want to get down and they're loving this coin. So just pay attention. We got into this coin super early, and that's why people are joining my trading group, because we're going to be able to show you things and get into things before most people. And that's the level. We're going to show you how to get the skills most people don't have to achieve the level of life that most people don't have. All right. God bless you. PNDC we got to take a look at. All right. XNA we did look at. And wow, thank you everyone. $97 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely unbelievable. Shout out to D Shuffle, Redman, Jedi M, Lee Khalifai, Waleed Siam, Crypto Maniac 1776, After Hours Investing, God is Love, D Dubs, Watch and Study 7, J Wall 211, Redman, Rave Song Records. You know, I want to make sure that when people send in a super chat, their name is rung out. People hear them. God bless you all, and you see your name on the screen. We love you all. We appreciate everybody that sent it in. Super and highlighted membership messages show up here. If you change filters, this filter will only show your last 100 fan funding messages. All right. And again, the target for this pump, if we do get the pump, is 21. And we'd be in the big money at that point for Caspa. My bag would be up almost near $100,000 for Caspa. Bitcoin getting a major pumpage, hitting the target now at 37,670 and nailing it. How do we get the target? Simple little flag to the upside. And again, my favorite day to trade is Tuesday. And there we get in the love on Tuesday for Bitcoin, pumping above key levels, well above the 200 SMA. And I told you, when that 1 hour rips above the 200, what happens? You get a big move to the upside, stop loss on the other side, let it rip. I can't tell you how many times that one little trick has paid me to the upside for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's still doing damage. I like what I'm seeing here. It is getting away from the 21. The 1 hour is going to eventually have to kind of figure out its way. But wow, 4 hour also ripping to the upside, pinning that 1 hour and heading back to the top of the channel. After that, you know, there you have it. To me, breaking out of this falling wedge on the 4 hour time frame. And I saw this happening here. I was just like, 8 hours too shy. But this is kind of what I saw happening yesterday out of the pump of the 4 hour, right? And that's nice at 650. And for some reason, I'm not getting my liquidation. Normally, I'm going to get a liquidation indicator. Right there, you could show me it's going to show me the liquidations that occurred. But we could feel a short squeeze coming. We could smell it coming. It was on the way, Let's see, base currency. Am I missing something here? Threshold for the instrument. This icon position. Interesting. But it's good enough showing me where my liquidity is, though. And look, it does say, hey, I can keep going to 37.8, and then I can even get ripped up into 38,000, 38,005. We have enough key levels of liquidity that can pull us further to the upside. So Bitcoin 37,633 really holding us down. I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. All right. And if you really like what you're seeing, if you like what you're learning from me, if you like how I'm talking about the moving averages, showing you all the different things that I'm using, these are all free indicators. We're not selling you anything. You can get these all on TradingView, and their Black Friday sale was 70% off. So it's really not even that expensive to access these things, to get the premium and to really jump on in and take it seriously. Get the education you deserve. Join my trading group today, cryptolifer.com. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be the place to be. It is the place to be. So many beautiful people in there every single day helping each other, moving forward. And again, what do you get when you join the trading group? Some people who just join and they need to know. You get my lifer charts and video updates. I'm doing a video update for Bitcoin, things that I'm seeing every single morning. Like I was up this morning, already coins that I'm looking at. It's a bunch of stuff that's already been posted. You get the elite chart traders who are posting things that they see all the time. Anything that they see happening in the market, bang, 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 right? Then you get token metrics, which we go over every single week together, and I even post that stuff in there every Monday. And on Thursdays, you get double action there, bang, bang, bang. You get a leverage mastery area if you want to get into that, which was $200. It's a $300 mentoring sessions. You get a class. Then you also get 3 mentoring sessions a week to go over kind of what you're doing. If you want to trade Forex and stuff like that. On top of that, you get all, every altcoin that I'm looking for, the new things that I'm finding, anything that I'm going over, you're getting in my lifer charts. On top of all this, we're not even done yet. You get a learning library, all right, where you can actually access the learning library and learn so much inside this learning library. Let me show you here, if I can find my own learning library. I want the learning library put somewhere, further up. Personally, I like this whole thing to be moved further up, if I can. You know what I mean? Anyway. I did just move it. I hope that's the right way to move things. I don't, but learning TA questions in the content directory. This is where you can ask about any coin, and to really begin to chart for the first time in your life and get a lot of feedback and information. It will blow your mind. How to spot a stop hunt. That's interesting, right? Content directory. All right. This is where you can read about anything that's going on. And this is basically like a $2,000 course people would charge you. Measured moves, cup and handles, tutorials, checklists before trading, time frames, what is a death cross, understanding gap trading, and more. Altcoin trading, setting up, how to short and long. It's amazing. All right. I even just did another course for everyone too. Wow, Michael Pa just came through with the 500, man. With respect to you and yours, man. God bless you. Thank you so much for the $500 super chat from Michael Pa. Unbelievable, man. Out of nowhere. That's insane. The Michael Pa super chat puts us at $597. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the $500 super chat from Michael Pa, baby. Man, I lost my mom, Mike, on Thursday, man. I lost my dad in May. It's been a battle, bro. But wow, a Michael Pa super chat coming through. $500 super chat from Michael Pa. Tells me that, you know what? Every day that I keep grinding is a day to keep moving. Unbelievable. $500, man. We got to look at Stellar Lumens and Atom. We're going to get to those too. Unbelievable, though. Wow. $500, man. Bang, 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 man. Wow, that's nice. There he is. I call him showing up last time. God bless you, Mike. Timmy313, man. Unbelievable, bro. Timmy, is it you on the low? It's funny. Is it you, Timmy? Wow. A great way to stay in touch with your lifer community. Everyone, join the newsletter and jump in right here. I have everything pinned right here. CryptoLifer.com. Join MEXC. Join the newsletter. 3 hottest links that you can use to benefit yourself to the next level. All right. Wow, Michael, man. Thank you so much for the $500 super chat. I'll buy my family some crazy dinner tonight or something fun. Thank you so much. I really, really greatly appreciate that. It is just money, but it's a little bit of hope in my day that somehow, some way, I'm going to get back to how I used to be when you used to throw $500 super chats, and I'll be like, yo! I'm still super grateful and happy. It's just hard, man, with my mom being ripped out of my soul the way I still don't know. I still don't believe it. I still don't believe that's how it went down. Like, she's right in front of me. She's like, I got a headache. And she's like, I'm going to be okay, right? I'm going to be okay, right? And I'm like, of course you're going to be fine, Ma. And I believed it. I thought she was going to be fine. I never thought that was going to be it. I did think she suffered some type of horrible stroke, and I knew something had happened, but I figured we were going to be able to get through it together, and I was going to be able to nurse her back, and somehow, some way, she was going to fight her way back to the upside. I'd like to see if NEXA can make a bigger move here, all the way to 26874. I'll be watching NEXA closely. All right. Let's take a look at Adam. Michael Pa, thank you so much for the $500 super chat. And everyone, even if you gave $2, that's a beautiful super chat. I don't want to downplay, but Michael Pa, man, God bless you for the $500 super chat. Thank you so much for the love, man. I don't know how many times you've done it now. Let's say 20 times. Got to be 10 grand, maybe 15 grand in super chats in total since the stream began. God bless you, Michael. Thank you so much for the love. I really, really appreciate it. Unbelievable. When are you going to reveal yourself to the group? Like, who is Michael Pa? Who is this mysterious legend that drops $500 super chats on the life or randomly? Unbelievable. Pa is family. Amen. Yeah. Have you heard of Guac? It's a Solana meme coin with a dedicated community. It's going to be huge. I promise. I'm sure you can promise that. Don't promise things like that, man. If that's how easily you use your promise, then I question you, bro. I would never promise someone a meme coin is going to be huge. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's a horrible way to use your promises in life. You know, promise things that you can control. You know what I mean? Don't promise things. Like, I feel bad for you doing that. You know what I mean? Don't do that. You're better than that, Tyrone. You know what I mean? Can you look at Slim? Bless you. Vinos Gyros. We'll take a look at Slim. We'll take a look at Adam. We'll take a look at what's going down. All right. There was one other coin actually, which I've slipped my memory right now. Let's take a look at Slim XLM. That's what it was. Slim XLM and Adam all end in M's, which is weird. All right. XLM, Slim, and Adam. Yeah, LimeWire has been ripping, actually. I want to look at that for a second now that you mention it, because it was ripping out of control. And I was like, this thing's just gone. Like, I can't chase it. Did it finally get a sell-off where we can maybe possibly get back in at LMWR, or to just continue to rip? Nice. It finally did get a bit of a sell-off here, which is nice. I wanted it to sell off all the way from that 33.77. Look at that, 33.77. Isn't that weird that I just hit that? What are the odds of that? It's like my mom was a 33, my dad was a 77. It's like someone was trying to tell me something. I still don't believe my mom, like, she was just with us, man. She had so many plans and dreams. It's going to take me so long to get over this. Like, I really don't get it. I had the best mom in the world. I'm telling you right now. Everyone says my mom was awesome, and I know your mom was awesome. I get it, but, like, I'm telling you right now, my mom, I'm sure there was moms as good as my mom out there, but they were like one in a million. My mom was unbelievably amazing. Never said a bad word about anybody. Never talked bad about anyone. No one can say anything about my mom, but she's the loving, like a nice, beautiful person. Helped anyone around her, was super nice to anyone near her. Just like such a delicate, nice woman. Like, just being around her, you had to treat her with respect. Like, she was just, man, she demanded love and respect. She was just amazing. Let's look at this PNDC pawn coin. Getting ready here. I mean, the 4 hour, a lot of these coins look good in the 4 hour. It's interesting. We see a lot of flags in the 4 hour, and they're breaking out. Like, they just broke out. This thing is just breaking out, and it tells me that it's going to continue to pump. I like what I'm seeing for this PNDC coin. Thing could really, really get busy. I'll say what I want, bro. Not swearing. Brett, 2 cents. Your mom sounds like an angel. Sorry to hear about your mom. Would you trade all your money back to have her back, though? 100%. 100%. I would trade every single thing I had back, every dollar. I would live in a shack in the woods, man. If me and my mom were together right now, just eating, fajitas in the woods, honestly, man, my mom was amazing. You have no idea what a blessing it was. Shout out to everybody here on the live. God bless everybody here on the live. God bless everybody here on the live. Man, what blessings on life. You know, it's just how this world works, man. This world is just, it's just not the same, So horrible, man. Anyway, yeah, have you mentioned Jasmine in a while? You said it could be a sleeper. I mean, I liked it back in the day, but they changed they changed the circulating supply on me one day, and I don't know, ever since then I've had it's kind of had a strange feeling about it, to be honest. And again, I should shake it because it could probably be a big mover, and it probably will be, but not for me, man. You know what I mean? Boost your frequency, get hard, baby, every time, man. Thank you. Sorry to hear about your mom, man. Thank you, man. God bless you, Jordan. Shout out to Fabio, Godiva, and everyone here on the live. Shout out to Jordan M. Shout out to all the Blue Crew. GF Burke, Love Learning, Lakochi Coker. And let's take a look at the super chats there we got going on. Take a look at MDT. It's been ripping all week. Interesting. My mom really was an angel, man. She was a beautiful person. She really, really was a beautiful person, man. All right. Let's take a look here. I just want to find the super chats so I can see them. Okay, hello, Adam, XLM, Slim, and MDT. All right, cool. So PNDC looks like it's going to continue to the upside on the 4-hour time frame. I would now be looking for a flag on the 7-minute or something like that because, 4-hour looks really good to me though, and it does say to me, hey, it's breaking out. It's got a golden cross coming. I could see a 35% gain coming out of this thing. I don't know what it is, Pond Coin. It's at the bottom of it, where it's been. I know nothing about it. I don't think it should be confused with Pond, which is another coin just called Pond. This is Pond Coin. Bitcoin's still doing damage here at 36,660, 37,660. I love it. Flag hit the target, still doing damage. You can't hate on that. Beautiful move on the 15-minute time frame for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Hello. Hello is one of my accumulation coins for a bigger run. I got into Hello super early. Have sold it a couple times on some swing trades. It ripped up to that $13 level, came back down. I want to see if I can get it, less expensive than before, 12.7. I mean, it's now really starting to form a pretty nice, a bigger flag, kind of like Bitcoin's in. This is, to me, a really good place to accumulate. So, look, I'm going to delete my older work here. I'm going to put it back in the flag that I saw it in. But yeah, this is something that I'm looking at for Hello. All right. And again, I stick my alerts here and I wait. I never have to chase. I do like the bottom of the pattern, though. That's a great place for me personally. I love to get in at the bottom of the pattern. It's a really nice place to be jumping on in to Hello. Definitely really nice. Okay. Target for that is 22 cents. I like this long term. I'm accumulating a lot of it right now. I actually have a little more right now that I want to grab. So I'm going to go here to spot. I like where it's sitting right now, and this is a coin I definitely want to accumulate. I believe this coin, from where it was, it can 100x. Right now, maybe 60x. But I believe this is a coin it can definitely do numbers for us. Should be in my favorites. I'm pretty sure I had it in my favorites at one point. I want to get Casper out of my favorites. Done. I know when to remove a coin from my favorites. Look at JOYSTREAM just banging on them to the upside. My JOYSTREAM bag's above $8,000 now at this point, doing damage. Look, $8,000 in JOYSTREAM. I love this coin doing damage. GFAL still doing damage too as well. Coin's just doing numbers. So we're going to take a look at Hello, and I'm going to be buying some Hello right now. And I like to DCA into coins that matter. You know what I mean? That's just kind of what I do's. And so Hello, sitting at 12 at the bottom of the pattern. I like where it's at. I'm going to put in about $12.50 worth, and I'm going to buy a little bit above price action to make sure I get a fill, and I'll buy Hello there. Up, see how it's going quicker? So I'll go to like 8. All right. Oh. And boom, we'll buy some Hello. See, did it pull? Yep. If it's gone, it means it filled immediately, which is great. And see, I sold the FLUX that I jumped into. I bought some more XNA. You can see what I've been up to a little bit there, just a tiny bit. I'll give you a little bit of a look. Look, and now we're booming to the upside, doing damage. As I said, man, I could see the front running that golden cross pays off nicely. Bitcoin pumping to the upside. Even in my distraught nature, I'm able to show you the proper ways to trade BTC. And look, more of a short squeeze happening. These are more liquidations that just occurred. Liquidations all around the board. Bang, bang, bang. The CVD getting higher too as well. Interesting. Yeah, 36. So
example, buy liquidation crossed the base currency 99.
Pretty cool. You can set alert on that. And look, just more liquidity bringing us up, and it's likely we're going to 38,000 now. I mean, you can just see us getting pulled into that $38,000 level. All right. Hey, very sorry about your mom. If you could please see Super. Thank you for helping at this very hard time. I don't know what his super was. You know what I mean? Hey, man, blessings to you and your family. Know you're all going through a hard time. Take my mom to her sister's wedding this weekend. Going to spend as much time with her as I can. Blessings, man. Yo, man, God bless you, man, that you get to do that. You know? God blessing that you get to do that. Seriously, like, I'm so jealous that you get to spend time with your Mike. Like, not jealous, but I'm already like, wow, like, he gets to spend time with his mom, you know? And Bitcoin just doing damage, breaking above the resistance. I love it. And I just want to, and now, look, we get through this high. Our next high we're going for is 37,850. That's our next level. 37,840 is our next level we're going for right now. Yeah, hello is a very long hold for me. I plan on holding that throughout the entire bull run. Definitely. You know, we got in down here. I started getting into hello down here at 5 cents, you know, even maybe earlier. No one really talked about this thing. And I could see, hey, this thing's going to be big, right? And it's starting to kind of conform. And now that big pump up to 15 came back down. I felt I had to sell it up into this. When it pumped hard, I sold into the 13 highs. And now I'm kind of limping back in. I did buy a little bit in there, but I never got the low at 10.6. I got picking at a high 11 and stuff like that. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I know. Okay, let me keep going through the chat here and finding out how many super chats are here. What do you think about Sushi Swap? Now, is that me? See, when someone asks that, does that mean I have to do a chart, or can I just talk about it? See, whenever someone says, what do you think about Sushi Swap? I like Sushi Swap. I think it could be here long term. They have a good team. And I definitely could see us, you know, I could see it hanging out for a long period of time. Did I just answer the super chat? Like, did I have to go over super chat? You know what I mean? I just want to ask the question here. Do I have to go over the chart, or can I just say what I think about it? Because going over the chart really isn't what I think about it. What I think about it is what I think about it, right? I just want to make this clear, right? So when I get, what do you think about Sushi Swap? Does that mean I have to chart it, or am I just going to go over what I think about it? I'm just, you know, I'm asking a question. I don't know. So I want to find out personally if I can ascertain. I'm attempting to ascertain the proper information from the stream if I can. All right. Let's see what people are saying. Let's see what people are saying here. Why do you not like Kronos? I love every coin, man. Kronos is, you know what? Kronos will probably do a 20x. It's going to be fine. I don't like it for its operability. Whenever people used it, they paid a lot of fees. The card cost you a lot of fees. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't as seamless as I thought it would be. That's all. Okay, I got me some too. Love you, man. Sorry about the really sad, devastating news. My mom is 88. Amen. I think a chart is a nice touch, but for deep dives, it's more of a discussion of tokenomics functionality, in my opinion. Yeah. But he didn't even ask me for a deep dive. He just asked me what I thought about it. Right? All right. Sorry about the loss of your mom, Midgie, man. Thank you, bro. God bless you. God bless you, MJ. Can you look at Orca, please? A proper question could be, what does the chart convey about Sushi Swap? You don't have to go over the chart, but it's what I want for WEMIX, if you would like, please. World-class customer service would be to take a quick look at the chart while you're saying why you like it. That's so funny, man. Really interesting, if you put it that way, right? Let's take a look at Atom. Atom's a hotter coin, bigger market, takes a lot more to move it, tends to move in sections, and you know you won't get like the huge pumps like the smaller coins, but Atom is still an awesome coin. In TIA, you know, people are getting in and out of TIA. It's got to help the Atom ecosystem. So look, I mean, Atom pumped nicely from this flag. We called the $10 Atom. We nailed that, right? So we got that. To me, it's just forming this, like, you know, I call it a symmetrical triangle, getting tighter in the zone. It has this bigger channel, a bigger measured move to the upside here for Atom. And yeah, we're looking at Atom getting up somewhere, what, to 1470. And then the resistance here at 1058. And 993. Interesting. 55 cents, 55% coming. I mean, Atom to 1470. That's what I see happening. I like it. I see no reason why I can't do it. It's got a budding ecosystem. It's made lows. It's been, I like it. Low, high, higher, low. Atom. And this may be the cheapest we can get. Atom below $10. I see Atom going to $50, possibly to $100 a coin. Could definitely, I don't think it's going to more than 10 to maybe 20x in this next rally, but it can do some numbers. It's got too big of a market cap in my humble opinion, but I do like what I'm seeing for Atom. All right. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Atom. Atom's one of my first loves. I still hold it long term. Atom's an amazing project, an amazing coin. Bless you for teaching people every day. Your report. God bless you, man. Jesus bless you. I own Atom too. Amen. Man, I lost my mom, brother. I know how it feels. You got this, though. You're a strong person. Keep doing what you're doing. My God, I love you so much. It is what it is now. Like, I can't get her back. Like, and I can only feel her through my soul and through my how I feel about life and through the love that she gave me. I can connect to the love that she gave me. And honestly, that gives me some type of, I can't explain it, but it gives me some type of solace. Like, I can connect to the love she gave me and I can give it to other people. And every time I love someone and I love someone the way my mom loved me, I feel like I'm doing it's my way of, it's just my way of keeping her alive inside of me. And it makes sense. I see this as a big inverted cup and handle. And I see this as a bigger cup and handle breaking up to the upside. We already hit this falling wedge, this rising wedge. We hit that for gains. That nailed it. Smallest, it's a bigger coin. It takes a lot to get like 7 to 10% out of it. That's why I don't tend to swing trade XLM. I hold some of it long term, but it's whatever, It's like XRP. It's pretty boring. All right. Like, the gaming coins are funner. Like Vulcan Forge and stuff like that, they'll move better. They have smaller market caps and more hype going on. But, that's definitely a cup right there with a handle. The bigger idea is you bounce off the 786 fib. You can get rid of this fib and draw another fib now. Just here, we call this the local fib. And yeah, you're looking somewhere at the golden pocket that you bounced off of. You get above this high volume node, you're going. I do see Stellar Lumens getting all the way up to about 14 not too long from now. All right. And Bitcoin just getting the pump. 777s the second I looked at it. Look at that. 777s booming. And now it's hitting the target at 37,850 to the upside. BOOKMAP also showed us that we were going to rip. And again, when the 50 is coming for the 200, you're front running a golden cross. You're likely going to get that move. The 4-hour got a beautiful pump back up all the way where to the top of the channel. We told you, bottom of the channel, you're likely to head back to the top of the channel. Now you're at a resistance place. Now I wouldn't be surprised if you hit this and you come all the way back down again. Just pattern trading 101. The beauty now is if you can break above this, make some type of flag, that would be a really nice long on this retest. Unlikely, more likely you come back down now, shred the longs that jumped on in, right? But again, only time will tell, all right? And that could take 1, 2, 3, 4. It could take another 16 hours to get the rip back to the downside. But you did just hit a resistance now for Bitcoin, and, that's clear resistance for Bitcoin. You hit it. You had a nice pump. It happened. Beautiful move. I thought it was going to take longer today. It went pretty fast to the upside. We just watched that pump beautifully from 37,340 all the way to 37. Wow, $500 move on Bitcoin is amazing. You can make a lot of gains on a $500 Bitcoin move. That's awesome. All right. But again, now we're at the top of the channel. I wouldn't be surprised if we chilled out. I'd like it if we continue to pump right through the top. But it's more likely we kind of hang out now. But we'll see. Let's look at Selenium, which is slim. All right. Which had a beautiful pump to the upside. And now it's consolidating again. It's got some descending triangle vibes, honestly, in my mind. But, we could open it up and say, no, it's trying to make the falling wedge. And just, okay, I'm with that. But even still, to me, I see some more of a pullback. Sammy, deep condolences to your family. Afio, prayers collide. Please take a quick look at Mina. For sure, man. Anytime, my friend. Anytime. See, the show goes on. Super chat still flowing away. God bless everybody. The $623 in chat revenue. We have a $500 super chat, $800 in AR, and wow, you guys are amazing. So I like Slim. I would like it even better if it comes down to the golden pocket Fibonacci level here. So, and touches the 200 SMA. I'd be looking for price action to come touch this 200 SMA, hang out right in here, somewhere between 11 and 12 and a half cents for Slim. And then I do see a big move coming all the way back up to 28. All right. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not like I said you should be taking this financial advice. I'm just going over the charts and showing you things that I could, you know. Could you see what chart convey or space? Wow. Sorry to start the debate up again, but could you please do a quick deep dive on route? Charts convey possible 100x gem. Thank you, Sam. Sorry for your loss. I lost my mom this year too. Wow. Wow, we're getting like bombarded right now with super chats. It's out of control. 890 people on the stream, 560 likes, $635 in chat revenue. Sheba about to moon. I feel like I owe you, Sammy. I've been watching you for years. You give too much free sauce, man. Hey, man, it's all right. I'll pass away a legend, right? That's all that matters. That's all that matters, brother. And there's still someone always hating on me, if you can believe it, right? So it is what it is. MDT now, and there's a few MDTs. I don't think it's the meta dance here. I think it's the metadata, the data one, right? So I'm gonna go with the Binance one, MDT. Yeah, that thing is ripping. So not, remember, there's another one, meta dance. That's on MEXC. That's not the same thing. See, this is when rising wedges go parabolic. Like, so once you find a rising wedge, and you see a rising wedge can break out parabolically to the upside, right? And boom. And like that told me we were likely going to go further up to the upside, right? So give this man his flowers now. Smash the likes. Check Tower. You said to the moon, LOL. Measurable data token. Exactly. Measurable data. Yeah. Storage, Sushi, Super, WEMIX, MINA, Tower, and Route. Yeah, and I have to call it there because I only have 11 minutes left. If we keep getting more super chats, I will not be able to fulfill the super chats till the end of the live. We're just bombarded, man. Serum does follow Solana SRM. Ayo, Jacko. Ayo, shout out to Northside Music Group. God bless you, brother. Shout out to Odyssey One. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Love Learning, Lakochi Coker, Crypto Bear Baker, Lifer Adam, Arjun J, Top 10, and everybody here. So MDD continued to rip. I mean, it's getting overbought. Says it didn't hit the target yet, though, which is further up. You know, daily is extremely getting there, but, you know, it says it can pump up maybe to 10 cents before it finally has to follow through. I'd be taking profits personally and waiting for it to pull back. That's just me. You know, I'd like to sell early and solidify the gain. But there's a chance it goes up. Whatever it does, wait for one more big pump, then look for some type of bearish div on the smaller time frame. And again, the daily's going to have to come back down to this 21-day moving average somewhere, some point. I wouldn't be surprised if it came all the way back down to 6 cents first. Before it continues its bigger rally up. So I'd be slowly taking profits out of this right now, in my humble opinion. All right. When you read Lifer's testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Yeah, super chat, storage. Let's take a look at STORJ. All right, USTT. And that storage on MEXC. Now, I looked at it yesterday. Did it get the pump I was looking for? I had it in a bit of a flag. Let's take a look at what happened to storage. Definitely had some TA on this, so it should show up in a second. It's just lagging, right? I got a lot of TA going on over here. But I had storage in a bit of a flag. Looked like it could pump to the upside. I like what the 4 hour was doing too. All right. It keeps pumping. Love MDT right now. Got a nice bag chilling on Coinbase. Michael Paul, the legend, returns. Isn't that crazy? Everyone, we have like such a history with this channel now, right? It's like this channel is kind of like a sitcom or a movie you've seen, or with the same characters and the different people, the different interactions, different themes, but the same, you know, something always going on. I like storage ready to pump. It's in my trading group. I like it. I put it out there. It's getting tighter and tighter with the zone. It can move. I'm looking for storage to do 70% gains. Bang, bang, bang. I sent a super chat about Superverse or Super Farm. Interesting. Yeah, but I like storage, man. And my target for storage is 124 inside the pennant, about to blast. You know, the safest way to it gets above 81 and does a retest, and I'm thinking moon. Can Loopring make a 20x from its price range? I mean, that's a good question. LRC, right? You really want to look at the circulating supply, 285. So that's to go to 2.8 billion to 10x, right? It's got all the supply out, which is great. You know, it's a good thing. It's got an Ethereum address. It also has a Solana address, which could get it more volume and get it to pump. It's on KuCoin, Kraken, Coinbase, and Binance. That ain't bad. You know, it's an Ethereum-based cryptocurrency token to loop ring open protocol. I mean, it's not even a layer 1 yet. It's it looks like the best you're going to get is a 20x. You know, I mean, it may, I don't honestly, I mean, it looks like you can get a 20x out of this. The market cap's not that big, but it's going to have to get some big market share. Doesn't have that big of a supply, 1.3 billion? Oh, 1.3 million? No, that can't be it. Yeah, $1.3 billion. Interesting. Bitcoin just flying to the upside, 37.90 now, just booming. And now you go to the smaller time frames, you just got to kind of track out what's happening here. And we made a beautiful bull pennant here. And Tuesdays, man, my favorite day to trade is Tuesday. It just, you always see, they rip it, they play games on Monday, they rip it on Tuesday. Look, that was a beautiful bull pennant. See, Casper's in that very similar price action, right? And there you go. Bang, 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 bang. And BOOKMAP was telling us we had liquidity further to the upside. Now we're getting into that red ring. We want to go further up into the further red rings. Massive short liquidations happening right now on BOOKMAP, right? You know you're watching these shorts get liquidated. It's happening as we speak. Bang, bang, bang. And then you can see there's more liquidity further to the upside as well. Just wants to help us get there. But yeah, I see these, you know, now we're getting into 38.2 and all the way up to 38,520, right? Nice pump for Bitcoin. Finally getting a pullback now. You're getting some divergence. You know, at one point we are going to have to get some type of pullback. To me, it's fine. Whatever pullback we get, I just want to make sure that we stay above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. And I told you, when you get above there, once you close a candle, you open up a long with a stop loss on the other side, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to get a massive move. I went over this in the beginning of the live, remember? Who remembers the lesson I was teaching about the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame? Were you paying attention, or were you just looking for altcoins and looking for gains? If you really were listening to us and paying attention, then you kind of heard what we were going over. And we were breaking this down, talking about this idea, going over the idea that you're probably likely going to get a big move because you just closed the candle on the 1 hour above the 200 SMA. All right? Yeah. Okay, we'll take a look at Sushi Swap now, but Bitcoin getting a massive pump to the upside. STORJ likely to take that pump from Bitcoin and get a pump. STORJ is on the radar. I went over it on my trading group. I believe it's already been posted. Take a look at STORJ. All right. Again, I'm a hyperactive mind. I'm going to be looking for coins, looking at ideas every single day while you're doing other things, working, studying, getting your things done. Remember, my job is to constantly look at the coins, constantly find what's hot, and constantly give you guys the awesome information. So every single day for your $3 a day, even less if you joined with the you know, our Cyber Monday sales and all that. I mean, you paid less than $3 a day to hang out with me every single day, learn the information I learn, get the info I learn, and be on the journey that I'm on. We're gonna make so much money in the next, oh my gosh, in the next few months to the next 2 years. It's gonna be insane. You're gonna see gains get posted that you never would believe. Some people are going to be in coins early. Even the Casp, we've already been posting gains. Like the group has already made a boatload of money on Casp, a boatload of money on XNA, a boatload of money on JOYSTREAM, GFAL, and more. You know, the list goes on and on and on and on. You know, I like Sushi Swap breaking above this key level. To me, all it has to do is just stay above 117 and you're good to go. I mean, it could come up or down, but 117, even this key level that it got back above at 123. And if we get all the way here to 155 is our next big target too as well. All right. I mean, I just had such a piece of my life. My mom was doing so much. She was helping. She was redoing her house. I'm going to keep revisiting these thoughts for a while. It's going to be hard for me. Sushi getting to 155 is my next target though, for sure. Let's take a look at Super. And I would be lying to say I don't feel like overwhelmed with super chats right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. Number one, we didn't have this bombardment yet, right? You know, Super Farm, right, on KuCoin. You can see almost every coin doing that same, just like we just saw in the last coin we just went over. Like, you had the falling wedge break out, right? You'd pull your fib from here because that was your impulse. You came down to the golden pocket, you pumped on out, and now we'd be looking for the 1 hour to just kind of make a beautiful flag here. So flag out the 1 hour for super. This looks like we could get a nice pump to the upside. I'd put an alert right here too for super and watch super for gains. And that would be a nice swing trade. You know, also, you know, almost every coin is a good long-term hold. It just, I can't hold every single coin long-term, right? It just, that's insane. But yeah, I could see this making 39% gains out of this little flag on the 1 hour time frame. Let it reset, hang out with the 21-day moving average. But I would be putting an alert on super. You know, it tells me that it could make a nice swing trade to the upside. Shout out to Bitcoin pumping. It's always a good day when Bitcoin's doing damage. And when we didn't call a short, you know what I mean? So I find projections before they happen. I alert on them. As the projection fills out and my alert gets hit, then either my plan doesn't play out or it does. If my plan plays out, then I'm more apt to trade it. You get it? So you set a plan. If it doesn't fill the plan, you don't trade it. You set a plan, it does fill the trade. It does fill the plan, you do trade it. You get it? All right. Okay, now look at WEMIX, MINA, Tower, and Route. WEMIX. Also, I'm in a sit-down chair, not a stand-up chair. My hips start to hurt. I can only do it for so long. So grateful for everyone here on the live and so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for all the super chats and all the love that was sent my way. $639 in chat revenue. I mean, that's insane, right? I didn't think Michael Powell was going to show up today and we were going to get that. So, you know, and again, it can't bring back my mom, but it's still, hey, we hit the peak of our live stream. I mean, that's amazing. If the live stream made $600 every day, think about it. It would make $18,000 in chat revenue every month. I mean, that's insane, right? Now, of course, it doesn't make $600 every day, but it makes, I mean, you guys give a lot. It's really awesome. I'll be honest. I'll tell you that. So WEMIX was in a tight channel. It bounced back to the upside. Boom, right? And now we're getting this kind of idea here. Now, it's got resistance that it must break back above, right, where it kind of wicked to. That's going to be 201, right? It gets above 201, then we could see WEMIX getting all the way to 257. 257 is its next stop, but I'd like to see it get above this level first and then continue to the upside. So if I see it break up, make a bit of a flag above 201, 210, I mean, yeah, 257 is coming. But, you know, it did get a little extended. You look at your daily time frame. And actually, no, the daily's just getting started. So I like what I'm seeing for this now. The daily actually says, hey, I'm just getting ready for a bigger pump. So WEMIX looks like something big is happening, and it's going to go on a tear. I see 257 coming for WEMIX. You just got to find the sweet spot on the smaller time frame for entry, in my humble opinion. Like, I'd watch this flag on the 15-minute and see kind of what it does here. If it stays inside this flag, there's a chance that that is going to be the beautiful entry, and then that daily can take us to the moon. So that's how I go. I look at a bigger time frame, make sure it looks right to me, and then it's top-down analysis. I look for some smaller time frames for entry. All right, and that's the key. That's the key. All right, let's take a look at MINA, Tower, and Route, and then I'm out of here. If there was another super chat, it has to be moved till tomorrow, or maybe if you're in my trading group, it will get to me, and I'll be able to somehow do it on, like, you know, inside of the trading group, right? MINA protocol continued to pump to the upside. Once it got above the 200 SMA on the 15-minute, it was gone. All right. So now you want to see where's the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. Is it headed towards it? Did it get above it? These are key ideas and concepts, right? And again, like everything else, it looks like it made that 4 hour flag that a lot of coins have made. Now it did get above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame, which is great. And this is where, like, yeah. And look, so there's my older work for MINA. I kind of saw it in this like strange descending triangle movement to the upside. Falling wedge decides to break up to the upside. Measured move to 95. I like what I'm seeing for MINA, and it's breaking out, and it broke above this resistance, kind of right at its next resistance point. People took some profits there. It's nice. If I was getting into this long term, bit of a double bottom. It's kind of an Adam and Eve. I mean, it's kind of just a giant double bottom with I call an ascending cup and handle. But the 4 hour says it wants to take off. The whole market looks really nice in the 4 hour time frame. Again, I'd wait for it to break above resistance and retest on the 4. I'd wait for a smaller flag above the retest if I was swinging. But it does tell me 95 is the target for MINA. All right, and that's where it's likely going to go. Tyra, one of my favorite coins long term. This is something I'm definitely building a position in that I believe could crush it to the upside. Seems to follow Caspa, get a bit of a pump there. It went up and down too. It was showing really good consolidative movement. Then it kind of got a funny breakdown. It's a very strange market structure, to be honest. But I see it more of in this flag coming back down through, it's got a VRVP gap as well. But I mean, I feel like it's only a matter of time till it does bigger damage. I wanted to break out of that symmetrical triangle. It didn't. It fell lower. But I like this coin long term. The lower it goes, the more I'm just going to gobble up Tara. So I like it. I like it a lot. I'll put an alert here. I see this continuing. You draw your fib. And to me, it's simple. Like, I just wait for the fibs to hit the 618. I start to consolidate, and I buy in on the lower fib levels, and I hold long term. Like, same thing here to there. And I see Tara just eventually somewhere up in here at 5, 10 cents. I mean, only a matter of time. This thing is hot. It's an AI coin that a lot of people want to get into. When it rips hard. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Tara somewhere at 3.5 cents, not too long from now. And again, I'm in Tara. I like Tara. Of course, I would like to see it pump. All right. But that's just how I see the TA for it too, regardless of what I want to see happening. It doesn't really matter. Let's look at router protocol, route. This thing's been mooning too. Again, the same idea. The 4 hour came back down. You're looking for the hidden bullish in the 4. You're looking for more movement possibly. And it's really like, everything's kind of doing something similar. You can see how the market really is starting to gain some more strength here. Now, to me, this may come down a little lower. Look at your daily time frame. And I bought some of this coin long term a long time ago, and I still own a little bit of it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, to me, the daily needs to reset a little bit. So I like what the 4 hour is doing, but the daily definitely possibly needs to reset. So again, you could trade the 4 hour. I would wait for the daily to come back down and do its thing. There's a chance if it does pump on the 4 hour, it's just going to be doing something like this on the daily. All right. But, front running the golden cross is a good idea, right? We just did at the golden cross. This tells me that a bigger move is coming for it. I just want to see how it consolidates. But 90% likely it's going to continue to pump based on how these moving averages are playing out. You got this cup. You'll make the handle. You'll rip to the upside. All right. You can draw a Fibonacci here and wait. But yeah, I don't know if the time is now, but it's getting close for a possible consolidation. $618 fib would tell me somewhere at 371, where I would start to perk my ears up a little bit and pay more attention to route. And I set an alert on this too, so I can watch it as it maintains what it's doing. Bitcoin back at 37,820 after almost hitting, and now look, I mean, you're getting, tweezer tops. That usually tells me you're going to come back down to the bottom of the channel. However, smaller time frames can tell you a story. I'd sit on the 7 and the 5 minute and be looking at kind of how they're playing out. And now, to me, it's telling me that you're going to hit the top of the channel and start to drop back down, right? And that just makes sense. And head all the way back to the bottom of the channel one more time. Top, come back down here somewhere to 37,075. Wouldn't be surprised if we went right back down. All right. Hey, shout out to your boy Bird. Let loose and fly, brother. Let loose and fly, Bird. Let loose and fly. Huge shout out to Northside Music Group. God bless you, man. Shout out to Bird, brother. Shout out to Bird. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the day. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for a beautiful live stream. 872 people on the live, 617 likes. Back at it like we never left. You guys have solidified that things are going to be okay some way, somehow. I started to wonder, my mom passed. Are people going to start judging me? Are they think I don't have the sauce anymore and they're going to leave the stream and then my whole life is going to collapse and everything's just going to go down the tubes, you know? One bad thing happens, starts to kind of get in your head a little bit. And I really appreciate that you're all here supporting me, and it means the world to me. So cheers to the waters, and may you have a blessed day. Thank you so much for each and every one of you for jumping on into the live, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. God bless. Thank you.